Now that you've learned how to use GenAI responsibly, let's move on to GenAI and learning. When considering the integration of GenAI into your coursework, it's essential to approach the technology with a thoughtful mindset. While GenAI tools can offer remarkable efficiencies and assistance, they also introduce certain implications for the learning process. Incorporating GenAI into coursework should be a deliberate decision that aligns with your learning objectives and personal values. By thoughtfully navigating the opportunities and challenges that GenAI presents, you can maximize its benefits while ensuring a well-rounded and authentic learning experience. Embrace GenAI as a complementary tool rather than a replacement for human effort. GenAI can assist and even accelerate tasks like research, content generation, and data analysis, but it should not replace the critical thinking and creativity that define meaningful learning experiences. Remember, it is extremely important that you as a student read the syllabus carefully as well as the instructions for each assignment to see to what extent, if any, you can use GenAI. Make sure to maintain a discerning approach to GenAI generated content. Understand that while GenAI can provide quick answers, the accuracy and depth of understanding may vary. Always critically evaluate the information generated and cross-reference it with reputable sources. Consider asking the GenAI tool you use for its sources to back up its responses and validate those sources. Note: some tools are not able to provide sources. GenAI also comes with some ethical learning considerations. Ensure that AI-generated work respects academic integrity and proper attribution. Avoid using GenAI to plagiarize or create misleading content, as it undermines the principles of learning and authenticity. GenAI can adapt to your learning style, offer tailored recommendations, and help you focus on areas that need improvement. Embrace the potential for more tailored education, but do not let it narrow your horizons or hinder your ability or desire to explore. Exploration is where learning takes place. Potential negative impacts on students include the risk of over-reliance on GenAI for learning and decision-making, making the possibility of biased or misleading information and concerns about data privacy. Understanding these ethical challenges is crucial for ensuring that GenAI technologies are used responsibly and effectively in educational settings. Which brings us to the big question: to use or not to use? Let's look at some questions to guide your decisions. GenAI as learning enhancement. Will using GenAI genuinely enhance my understanding of the material or provide unique insights that align with the assignment's learning objectives, or will it simply bypass a necessary learning step? GenAI as course policy compliance. Does my instructor's syllabus or specific course guidelines explicitly permit the use of GenAI for this task? And have I reviewed any stated restrictions? GenAI as core skill development. Will relying on GenAI for this assignment prevent me from developing essential human skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, creativity, or effective communication? GenAI is critical evaluation. Am I prepared to critically evaluate the GenAI's output for accuracy, bias, and completeness, and cross-reference it with reliable sources before using it? GenAI as authentic authorship. Does my use of GenAI ensure that I remain the primary author of my work, maintaining academic integrity by focusing on GenAI as an assistant rather than a content generator. GenAI as transparency and disclosure. Am I willing and able to openly disclose how and where GenAI was used in my work, aligning with principles of transparency? GenAI as data privacy. Have I de-identified my personal or sensitive information before inputting it into the GenAI tool? And am I using a secure tool? GenAI as ethical responsibility. Have I considered any potential ethical concerns related to GenAI's output, such as bias, cultural insensitivity, or the risk of generating misleading information? GenAI as independent capability. Am I confident that I could complete this assignment successfully without the assistance of GenAI, ensuring that I strike a balance between relying on GenAI and honing my abilities? GenAI as personal values. Does using GenAI in this specific context align with my values and what I believe constitutes a responsible and authentic learning experience? GenAI as effort in a task. When effort is the key, how can I be sure that using a GenAI tool won't prevent me from experiencing those aha moments that are crucial for developing my abilities, especially in tasks like writing or critical analysis? GenAI is becoming increasingly prevalent in various academic and research contexts. Understanding the considerations surrounding these powerful GenAI tools is essential to ensure fair and responsible use. Consider these guiding principles. Privacy. This emphasizes the importance of protecting personal and sensitive information by de-identifying data and using secure GenAI environments when interacting with these tools. Ethics. This guides users to be mindful of the content they generate with GenAI, actively working to avoid perpetuating stereotypes, biases, or culturally insensitive material. Academic integrity. This emphasizes that students remain the primary authors and are fully accountable for their work, using GenAI only as an approved assistant for tasks such as checking and refining, never for generating original content. Transparency. This requires users to openly disclose when and how they used AI tools in their work, ensuring honesty about its contribution. By applying these guiding principles, you will become a more competent, thoughtful, and ethical user of GenAI. Your learning depends upon using GenAI as a complementary tool. As always, it is extremely important that you as a student read the syllabus carefully, as well as the instructions for each assignment, to see to what extent, if any, you can use GenAI. Now let's answer some questions to check your knowledge. To answer the first question, select Next.